So very exciting news, folks. Last night, February 1st, trivia night, right?
Go on.
The wall of the alehouse has come down. It came down in like December, end of December.
Mm-hmm.
And it is now about 40% bigger. And of course, I was the very first act to go up on the brand new stage setup.
Yay!
Because it's a Thursday and because the music is tonight and the rest of the weekend.
Not details we didn't need, Maze. Nobody needed those extra.
It was great. You know, I'm in a different part of the room. I have a better vantage point. 17 teams.
Oh my God.
17 teams for Trivia Sync or Sync. So even though it was almost double the size, it was full, which is good, but also means that it's taking me almost twice as long to grade at halftime and stuff. So
I cannot wait to come visit you, and I will just be your assistant. I will help you grade.
Yeah, you'll be my assistant / you'll be my dad's sports ringer, because my dad had a great trivia night. Him and his team got second, but the problem was
questions. I know
is he didn't know the 4 players that scored 62 or more points last week.
Oh no!
He didn't know who Doc Rivers.
Oh no!
Ended up coaching. And what was the other one? Well, he did guess a Harbaugh, but he didn't guess which Harbaugh is now coaching the Chargers.
I would have missed that one. John?
Jim.
Yeah, see, it was a 50-50 chance. I knew it started with a J.
And he was nervous, so he just put Harbaugh.
Partial credit.
But yeah, so he could have used you there, but it was definitely a success, and we'll see if this keeps up. But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
17 teams, because it's like how many people like per team approximately?
I mean, so it was funny. We had like kind of an infield of couples or whatever in front of me. So like probably 4 teams of 2. Right.
Oh wow.
And they did not do very well.
Yeah.
And then there was at least 4 or 5 teams of like 6 people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've done trivia with like a group. If you have a good diverse group, I feel like it gives you a better chance of winning.
That's the best, especially because I'm hitting 8 categories, so it's not exactly all straightforward.
The larger the group, the less of a chance that I actually like everyone that's in the group with me.
Well,
you don't have to like them; you just have to use them for their knowledge.
Usually, I don't like them because they're not contributing, and it's like, why are you here? That used to be the case with like a team. We used to do like a team trivia, and it's like there would be, let's just say, there would be people that brought other people, and I would just be like, why are they even here? Because they're not adding anything. Literally,
they're just hanging out.
Yeah.
Well, that's
here to fucking win. Okay.
That's literally my girlfriend and all of her friends. So on my birthday, because it ended up being like my birthday was a Thursday, and so Isabel invited everybody. She's like, everybody come to the ale house. I'm like, that's great, but you realize I'm going to be standing in the corner the whole time, and like I can't hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
But my dad came. So my dad is sitting there trying to win, and like 6 or 7 of our friends are there hanging out, and after maybe the first 2 categories, like pretty much gave up, and my dad is just like not talking to anybody.
See,
fully locked in.
This is why me and Father Mays get along. This is why me and your dad are besties, literal besties.
But yeah, I mean, that reminds me, Eden, of, I don't think I've talked to you guys about this, but the group project theory that like everybody is one of 3 types of people that you did a group project with in school.
Yeah.
And it's basically there's the person who's always going to make sure that it happens. Right. So there's me. Yeah. And that's cool. Sometimes that person could be a little commandeering. Right. And bossy. And either, rip the paper out of your hands to make sure that it's done right, or I'll just do it myself or whatever.
My grade is on the line. I'm just saying, I'm not letting anyone else make my grade average go down. I mean, Asian immigrant parents, do you think I'm risking going home with an A- because someone else couldn't get their shit right?
Right. Yeah.
Sorry.
Exactly. No, go off. Talk your talk. But then there's the type of person who is good at taking orders, might not come up with the ideas himself or be self-sufficient, but if you divide tasks and you're like, hey, can you make this spreadsheet or make this PowerPoint or put these charts up or something, they'll be like, all right, cool. And there's a person who just is going to do absolutely nothing and doesn't care and is going to coast off the backs of the people who are actually doing the work to get the grade. And there's a lot of those people, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then there's kind of like gray area in between, like those types. And there's like the type 2 is just as likely to go with the person who's not doing shit as they are to go with the person who's actually giving them things to do, right?
Yeah.
Like my best friend is a classic. It's almost like a middle child, right? Number 2, because like in college, if he took a class with me, he would go and he would pass.
Yeah.
And if he took a class with our other friend, they would not go and they would fail.
Yeah.
And it was pretty straightforward. And it's like, yeah, what are you doing? Oh, I'm going to go to our class. And then if it was our other friend, we're going to go to the dining hall and get omelets and
not go to class.
Spend all night studying for a test we're never even going to go to, like that type of thing. So
yeah. The funny thing is, like, it's like I'm like that when there are stakes, such as like grades. But it's like when it comes to like planning a group trip or something, like a collective, something where there's not actually, because it's like I also just hate like too many cooks in the kitchen type things. And I'm often someone that I'm very adaptable. So I'm like, I'm willing to step back. Do I have opinions? Yes. But like often it's like, I mean, if no one's going to step up and do the planning, I will be. Yeah, but like, it's like, if it's a situation where like there's already people that have very strong opinions, I'm like, y'all don't need one more extra opinion. Like, but if it's grades or like money on the line, like y'all not messing with my money. Y'all aren't messing with my grades.
Yeah. I used to be the one that like would volunteer to lead, but now I just get shoved into it by default. So it's like, oh, so who's going to plan this? And everybody's just like shoves me to the front kind of thing. And then I just get stuck doing it.
Staring at Emily expectantly.
Yeah.
So what's the plan,
everyone
Emily?
else takes a step back.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy to defer. Like if someone really wants to step up and do it, for sure. Like I will support you. I will be the best teammate. I will try to help you out and like follow your lead. But
yeah. What if they're a bad leader though?
That's a power struggle situation. I guess like you gotta prove to me that you're a bad leader,
if
right?
someone's not getting stuff done, then it's like, dude, you can't be the lead if you're not getting shit done. You might as well I'd rather someone else has to step in.
I'd rather someone kind of be a dick about it.
Yeah.
But results happen. Yeah. Like if Eden is, in my statistics class and just like, this is not the right formatting for this table and I'm going to need you to bold all. It's like, okay, all right. You maybe could be a little softer about this, but at least it's going to look great when we're done, That's
true. So this is what really bothers me though. The people in the category that don't do shit, like they don't show up to the meetings. They when they do show up, they don't show up with anything kind of thing. Or
like, I mean,
I don't think anyone actually likes that person.
It sucks when they're on your team, but you have to kind of respect it.
Yeah.
Just in the sense of how have you gotten this far in life?
Oh, yeah. Exactly. Well, it's also like the thing where I'm like, I am not spending extra energy to try to manage you. It's like not the cost benefit analysis of me trying to get this person to actually do anything just like simply doesn't add up. So it's just like, whatever. It's like not worth it. Not worth the effort at that point.
Well, and the thing is like, they're the type of people that actually, it's almost kind of genius, even though they're assholes about it because they're not helping, because they don't have to, they know, they walk in, they're like, I don't have to do shit. These people are going to do it for me. And it's like the definition of working smarter and not harder. So it's like, I admire them, but I kind of like,
I don't
admire them because
but they get
away with not having to do anything.
Yeah, and I have no respect for people like that. I literally don't.
Here's the thing, Emily.
I don't. I just don't respect them.
When does that bill come due?
Yeah.
When does the thing happen that they actually need to try to do?
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things that if they're just not ever doing anything, that's not good. But like sometimes people are
if you have the ability to pick your spots and you're like, well, I know that I don't have to, on this 4-person group project about, like chemistry, I know that I only have to do, I know that I can give the bare minimum and get through it or whatever. Exactly. Fine. But like, there has to be something. There has to be something that they either care about or that they are motivated to do. But like, if that's the case, I'm fascinated to see that in action, because I wonder how your years of not participating and not putting in effort are going to pay off. Like, do you have the ability to flip the switch? It's a flip the switch question.
Yeah, like, so it's just like that dude in Office Space, right? Where like he doesn't do anything, and the stapler guy. And it's just like, I feel like that's like funny. And yes, those people exist, but like the people that are actually able to exist like that and actually like have a living and like a good quality of life, I don't think are very high. Like, yes, those people exist and there are situations like that, but I'm just like, if that's like someone with like no agency, I just like don't respect you. Like, it's just I don't have any respect for that type of person.
So
what
in
a
that
good time
movie,
for Mo to
what
join
did
the
I
show.
do?
Yeah.
What did I do? Zach?
Walked right into that one.
What? I just got here. How did I already screw this up?
You're on a goddamn beach, Mo. That's what happened.
Yeah. Loafing on the beach. Yeah.
Guys,
nice.
if you were in a group project, would you be the go-getter, the go-wither, or the do-nothinger?
Oh, I got a great story in college where I was the do-nothinger, fell asleep in the group meeting, and then killed the presentation, and got the highest grade out of everybody in the group. And I literally was just like, see? Osmosis works.
But the thing is, Mo, you were still able to do a good presentation, though. Like, not everyone that doesn't like, if you got a good grade on it, I mean, if you don't feel like you did that well, then that's their teacher's fault for giving you a good, like, passing you on it. But I'm just saying, like, I just feel like there's people that just like go up there and they're like, they like just read off a paper, and I'm just like, do you actually have like any sort of motivation in life at all? And it's just like, I guess I've just like eliminated those people from my life. They're worth nothing to me. So why would I keep someone like that in my life?
So should I leave now or?
No, I actually quite appreciate your contributions on Nerder. So you can stay. Yeah.
The funny thing is, I feel like the more I'm on this mailbag, like everybody seems to really like me in just the general public. I feel like the more I'm on the mailbag, like people are going to be like, that Mo guy's a dick.
I don't think so. You're very likable.
That's just Zach. Yeah, I think that's just Zach that does that.
No, I don't care what Zach thinks. Like,
that's nobody does.
He's not here today, so we can tee off on Zach this week.
And he's not going to listen anyway, so yeah.
But like Eden, the Ringer NBA group chat, right? Like Verrier is very much the number one guy. Mahoney is the number 2, who could easily be a number 1 if he needed to be. And Waz just shows up.
Waz just shows up.
And Waz is the ultimate charming, no preparation.
But he has the presentation and the personality.
Yeah. He can wake up from a nap and give a killer presentation, and there you go. And that's all you need sometimes.
That's why Waz was made for this. Waz was made for this. Like, I truly admire him. Yeah.
Sorry, Katie, we lost that. What did you say?
I just said with his energy all the way on 100 immediately.
Yeah, he can flip the switch. He's a flip a switch type guy.
I aspire to be like Waz, more like Waz every single day. He's my role model. Him and Stugats. Yeah.
Waz lives down the street from me, and there'd be a time, especially during the pandemic, he would take walks. He would take but he would take walks or whatever, and I'd be walking the dog, and all of a sudden I'd be like, "That guy looks like Waz." Oh no, it is Waz.
It's the only Haitian in Encino. Yes,
pretty much.
He walks around with a spotlight on him at all times. Ooh, welcome to the Friday Mailbag. It's Friday. How you like that? A 15-minute cold open, folks. That's how we do it here. Show starts, but does it start? Remember when I used to do the intros an hour and a half into the mailbag?
So good.
We've got very exciting news. Curb Your Enthusiasm is back on Sunday, guys.
Oh, nice. I'm excited.
This is appointment viewing. It's a mailbag special, spectacular. Jade always used to love Curb and think that he was Larry David. We can all relate to Larry David. And Larry David fought Elmo this week on the Today Show, so that's how you know that he's back in the consciousness.
Let's go.
Bill LD.
But we're going to start with Abuelo Mijo from the Discord, which means my little grandfather. And he says, what is your go-to snack when under the influence? For me, I fucking love white cheddar smart food popcorn.
Ooh, classic.
So crisps or chips always, for sure. I also went through a phase where I would it would be like a Friday night, my evening, and that would be my plan. And I would just order like a large stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut, and I would eat at least 3/4 of it.
Solid.
What was wrong with the other quarter?
Well, I also would get a pasta bowl, and I would probably eat the pasta bowl too. So there was if I didn't order the pasta or the breadsticks, also I would maybe eat the whole pizza. But because I was always getting breadsticks or like another side, I think I just left that last third or quarter to be like, I will feel a little bit better about myself if I don't finish it. Mm-hmm. But that was back in the day when the metabolism was like kicking, and all I had to do was like go run 2 miles the next day and not feel the effects of it. Yeah. Now can't do that. Can't do it these days.
Are we talking any influence, or is it because I feel like drunk and high are sometimes different.
They are a little different. Drunk, I'll come home and something will just disappear and I won't even really enjoy it. And it's like, wow,
drunk
you really
is just like shoveling cold leftovers. High is like, what can I make out of these random things I have?
I never get high, so I don't really have.
Boo!
See, everybody's gonna hate me. This was the episode. It's already the turn has begun.
Straight edge Mo.
But what about drunk?
He's
drunk
high
munchies?
on life, guys. He's high on life.
I wouldn't even say that, Emily.
Mo's like, no.
No, there are days where it's just like, all right, asteroid, please. I think
mine this week, actually,
tacos. I'll just go find. It could go anywhere, range from like a taco truck to Taco Bell to whatever I could find.
Oh, Taco Bell. Oh,
it's the best.
Taco Bell hits for me no matter the state of mind.
That's true, actually. I'm right there with you.
They have taken away the nacho fries again, which is offensive, and they've changed their value menu to be complete trash.
Oh.
My only, what is a double-decker taco back?
It's
for
back.
Good. Like for good, right? Because that pissed me off.
No, I doubt it.
I remember when the Cheesy Gordita Crunch was a limited edition thing, and they finally added it to the menu officially. And because that's my go-to, Cheesy Gordita Crunch.
There's no reason to not have nacho fries all the time.
Yeah, why do they make the fries come and go? I guess it's like a McRib thing. Where they're just trying
the McRib
to
looks disgusting, by the way.
It does. The fake bones really freak me out.
Yeah. I don't like it when they try to make food look like other food it is not, like tofu, like wings and stuff like that. That stuff freaks me out.
This is one of my biggest beefs, period.
Yeah.
Just have the thing. Don't make it look like
Just
another
call
thing.
it fried tofu. Just call it fried tofu. Mm-hmm. Just call it fried cauliflower. It's not cauliflower wings.
So my go-to
you don't have wings.
snack is it's got to be two. I have to have a salty and a sweet.
Uh-huh.
So I'll go any kind of cookie with Doritos. Any kind of Doritos will do in a pinch.
I don't need to have an altered state of mind to have a cookie. It's actually a biggest problem for me is when Jamie bakes cookies And she actually has a legitimate cookie jar, and I'm just constantly walking over to the cookie jar.
Oh,
just over it. She looks at me. She's like, "How many did you have today?" I'm like, "How many were in here?"
Yeah, how many are left?
You're supposed to keep inventory of this. Like, I'm just a consumer.
Wait,
or if
Emily,
she makes for friends, it's just a problem. Sorry, I'll stop.
No, I have a cookie addiction problem too. I don't keep them in the house because of that.
I mean, you also buy 4 cookies for $60. But my follow-up question, Emily, was: are you doing like alternating? Are you doing like alternating salty sweet, or it's like for me, it's like I'm eating savory first and then eating something sweet to finish with. But like, are you like, what's your?
Like I like a dark chocolate covered potato chip.
Ooh,
with me.
okay, I like that. Yeah.
So for me, it's definitely I'll start with sweet.
Like one bite.
Well, I'll eat a little bit and I'm like, okay, it's too sweet now. And then I'll eat savory, but then it's a never ending cycle. Yeah.
So it's a back and forth thing. Yeah.
It is.
I'm strategically like, I want to end with something sweet. So it's like, I do the whole pizza first and then I eat the chocolate pizza.
But then after you eat something
I can bounce around.
Are you ever like, that was too sweet, now I have to do something to offset it?
No, I think like in my head, the sweet is the closing off point. Cause that's, it's kind of like that for me, no matter the situation, like, and it has been like that kind of like my whole life. And I don't really like, yes, there can be something that's too sweet, but like in general, I mean, I'll just drink some water. Like, cause I think I like to end on a sweet note.
Yeah.
I'm sweet, Annie.
That was perfect.
My problem is I can't stop eating the sweet too. Sometimes that's a problem.
I've gotten pretty good at not ODing on this shit anymore. Like I don't know what it is.
Too. In my old age,
I usually, for the most part, I'm not keeping a ton of snacks around the house, anyways.
I do that strategically. Yeah,
but
me too.
I don't know if it's that I'm maintaining a rather casual level of stoned so often that it doesn't kick in and I'm like, oh, it's time to go crazy on the snacks, or if it's just like
it's worse for me with edibles. If I take edibles, then my munchies are crazier.
Yeah.
See, I feel like it's not like it's the opposite for me. Like I feel like I don't get, well, I do, but like not until like 5 hours later because my metabolism is so slow these days, I feel. So it's like usually by then, if you're thinking about like throughout the day, it's like I probably just like end up going to sleep by the time the edibles actually get to the munchy point. So I'm at a place where it's like pretty much only edibles are going to get me to that place. Like even like just smoking is not doing it for me. And even edibles, I have to do like 100 milligrams. So it's about time for a tolerance break. But that's actually,
this last week, I ingested hundreds of milligrams and then a lot more because of it.
Yeah.
I weighed myself today and I was like, holy shit. That's upsetting.
So you're taking like 100 milligram edibles?
Yeah. I take these little, it's like a little shot. Like a little like lemonade shot that's 100 milligrams.
Tincture or something like that.
The punch bars come in thousands now. And so it's like each little brick is like 110 because they break up into 9 pieces. The weak ones are like only 225 total, but like they have the 1,000 ones. And it's like this tiny little square that breaks up into 9 more little squares. And it's just like
Mo's so checked out of this conversation.
I don't know what I can't add anything.
I don't do the weed. I don't smoke grass.
I get these like a little 50 milligram gummy. I'll like do 2 of those. But when it's like 10 gummies that are 10 each, it's too much chewing. It takes forever. That's even like the big drinks that are 100. That's why I just like a little. Well, I'm going to eat a bunch of gummies after. I'm going to fuck with some Sour Patch Kids.
By the way, Mo, I've actually never smoked. This is just from what I hear of like my friends that do smoke. Like I've never actually smoked before in my life ever.
Does a lot of thorough research through other people.
I do a lot of observation. I have like conversations
whatsoever.
I've
just not my thing.
No, that's going too far.
Katie, gummies are like my favorite. Like I have like so many vitamin gummies because they make me feel like I'm a kid again. I'm getting something out of it.
The sleep gummies are so delicious. I'm always like mad that I can only eat 2 because I'm so like, imagine if I just accidentally ate this. Like, I'm like, I wish they made these gummies without melatonin.
Getting high and then trying to eat those gummies might be the problem. Might not be a good idea.
I've had it before where I'm high and the only like the closest thing I have to candy are gummy vitamins. I'm like, let's fucking go. Just eat out the extra.
That's an expensive snack, Katie. No.
Desperate times sometimes, you know?
Desperate times, exactly. Like, nothing worse than being just high as fuck and having the munchies and being like, all right, well, I have
nothing to eat.
Ice.
Yeah. Yo, that's so sad. I'm sorry. Ice.
That's why I over prepare. Like if I know I'm going to get really high, then I buy a bunch of shit that I shouldn't, and then I just have like a disgusting like charcuterie of garbage.
Yeah,
it's like Haribo gummy bears, like crisps, like various types of crisps. Yeah,
that's what I do when it's
the twin snakes,
cheese curds,
sour worms.
Obviously, what? Hello.
What's twin snakes?
My stomach is not feeling comfortable with what's being
Twin snakes is the gummy bears that are stuck to the gummy snakes that are stuck together.
Yeah, the 2 snakes that like one sour and one sweet.
Two different colors. Yeah,
they also come in the Star Mix.
What's that?
Get yourself a Star Mix, a little bit of everything.
And Emily, the best part is all of this is max $10.
Yeah.
So even if you get it delivered, it'll still be affordable.
That's honestly the best thing since moving to New York is like corner store right there.
Nice. No driving necessary.
Like no effort. Like it's like even I can drag myself 2 steps out of my house.
Mo, I'm so distracted right now because your background, like once in a while, there's like a little triangle in the corner that keeps popping up, and I thought it was a shark like fin
coming to get me.
Oh, that's Nessie. It looks like Nessie.
I thought it was a cat sitting in the water.
No, I don't know what it's
just a
it's just size. I don't know what it is.
The segmentation is just shit. That's all.
I was like, it's coming for you.
No, but during the pandemic, like we did like Zoom whatever meetups with friends or hangouts. So I had like a video of an aquarium behind me, and then at random moments I would clip in Jaws coming in and like stuff. So it was just kind of dumb, stupid stuff I would do. I was really bored.
I would do that. I would totally do that.
We all were, yeah.
Anton asks, do you remember your first crush and what silly things you did to get her/his attention?
Oh my God.
Anton insisted to go to this really good high school just so I can still be around her when my whole family is no longer in town.
Shouts to Anton. By the way, it was, like I said, very prestigious high school. It was totally worth going to. It was going to prep you for the rest of your life. I see nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. He was just thinking about his future.
That was his first one in high school.
Well, I'm thinking about like the most like first like actual serious one. So like mine, for example, was towards the end of high school, where I actually had like the ability to do something actually stupid to get their attention. And I started. So he was a gamer. He went to Halo 2 tournaments. He was really good at Halo. I started playing Halo 2. I started going to Halo tournaments also. And I would like volunteer at those Halo tournaments as judge. I would play in the Halo tournaments. I would just entrench myself in the entire Major League Gaming community because of this one dude.
You would
Halo tournament judge?
Yeah, like they.
What are you judging?
Yeah. It's just like to make sure
button push.
Yeah, it's really just to like make sure no one's like unplugging other. It was like just a throwaway, like unplugging someone else's controller.
People would do that at the tournaments. Like that's like the stuff I would do in the garage with friends. Like no, screw you.
Well, the thing is, it wasn't an actual position because no one actually did anything. It was just like having someone. It's like a fake security guard.
You just made yourself a lanyard, and you're like, all right, listen.
No. I have her in a jacket.
It was a real lanyard. Okay.
I have her with a jacket that was like, it looked like the Halo uniform that the guys were wearing or whatever, and just a big old judge in the back.
Yeah. Eden's walking around like, you betray the law. I'm judge, jury, and executioner of this Halo tournament. Yeah. You've been sentenced to time out in the corner.
Judge Jerry.
Judge Jerry. Hi, I'm Judge Jerry.
Judge Jerry, the executioner.
Yeah. Also an executioner on the side.
Moonlight as an executioner.
And did you have any interest in Halo at all?
I mean, I actually enjoyed playing it. Like, you don't want to see me on midship with battle rifle start. Like, I mean, I got pretty good at some point.
Sure don't. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
That was a whole different language.
But did you have any interest before? Or are you like,
no interest before? Yeah.
Oh,
that's some guy just sat up real quick.
Thank you.
Like,
Did this nerd pull his head out of the computer and pay attention to the girl judging him at his Halo tournament?
Eventually, I got him. Yeah.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I also ended up like babysitting his younger brothers and everything. I just inserted myself into his life. Like,
he woke up one day and Edith's making him breakfast, driving him to school.
Yeah, no,
plugging in his Xbox, all that shit.
I was legit like babysitting his younger brothers. Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Did you kill his whole family?
That's what happens. There it is.
We know their situation? Alive? Yes.
He's alive and well, married with children now. Wish him the best.
You probably deliver their mail or some shit. Like,
he better still watch his back.
Yeah. You never know.
This wasn't the question. What's the most silly or insane thing you've done to get your crush's attention? Yeah,
that wins. Mine was just like a stupid little love note. That was it.
Hold on, Mo.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Mine won't be as good as yours, May, so I'll go. I pretended to like Backstreet Boys because for some reason the guy I was into really liked the Backstreet.
What's not to like?
A gay man?
Yeah, come on.
Okay. Well,
I went to buy Millennium from
I have a bit of history.
The Tower Records. That was one of my first like 3 CDs. So
Me too. Millennium was my first CD.
Okay, sorry.
I think it was probably my second or third.
Yeah.
In sync, I'm more of an in sync girl than a Backstreet.
You can be both.
Yeah, you can be both. I also like
Go not smoke weed with Mo on his private
How did I catch a stray? This is bullshit. How did I catch a stray?
I remember checking out a Backstreet Boys CD from the library.
Oh damn!
And
did you copy it? Did you burn it?
I don't know if I burned it or not. I don't know if I had burning capabilities at that time in my life.
Yo, that's
might have been
pre-burning era.
Pre-burning. PB.
Well, just to give you a reference, I was listening to like only hip hop and dance hall at the time. So Backstreet Boys was
what
not
age?
I was a freshman in high school.
Yesterday.
and he was really into Backstreet Boys as a freshman in high school?
He was senior. He was a senior.
Mm-hmm. He was a senior in high school.
This is the guy who took me
into the Backstreet Boys.
This is the guy who took me on a date to get his oil changed.
Oh, nice.
He sounds like a real AJ.
Yeah.
You really went for the gold on that one.
Oh yeah. I have really good taste in men back then.
He's no Howie D, that's for sure.
That's good.
I mean,
stuff.
Emily, I went for a Halo 2 nerd, so I don't know that my taste was much.
No, I'm still processing yours, Edith. Like that's going to tournaments, being a judge, like not even to play, but to be willing to be a judge.
A Halo team too.
Coaching a Halo. How do you coach?
I'm sorry. What is that? How do you do that?
Not things.
Coaching is like you basically. So you're allowed to have a coach as a team, and that's like you can
good shot.
Call out like
hit them next time
and stuff like like on your left, like stuff like that. It's really nerdy shit. I don't know why we're still here. Move on.
You know why?
How was that nerd dick? Let's hear it.
I'd like to hear Maze's.
Hi.
What's up, Dammond?
Hi, Dammond. How are you?
You probably had good finger dexterity.
Oh my god.
I'm doing well.
Probably.
How are you, Eden?
Katie, you could have only said that worse if you had the glasses. If you had the Zach Harper glasses, would have only made that worse.
Came prepared.
He's a
Dammond
nerd ally.
Oh no!
How was that nerd dick?
I thought we had the week off from.
I think Maze was going to go. I think Maze was going to go.
Oh, was I going to save you and bail you out with a more embarrassing story?
It was some good nerd dick.
Yeah.
Is there bad nerd dick?
I was in sixth or seventh grade. It was middle school for sure. And I decided that I was going to write a girl in my class a Valentine. And then I like wrote a Valentine out, and my mom helped me drive to her house in the morning to drop off the Valentine before school. And I like snuck up to the door and like dropped it and like ran back to the car because I didn't want to be seen. And I was like, I did it. I delivered the message. This is everything is going to be great after this. I'm set. Get to school. She wasn't in any of my classes, like, so I didn't see her all day. Lunchtime. Let's go to the cafeteria. Walk in. She's there. She looks right at me. Bursts into tears.
Whoa.
Her or you?
What did you write?
Just some dumb, like, I like you. Like,
April, I love your butthole.
Wait, what?
What grade?
Seventh grade?
Okay, so that wasn't appropriate.
No, it's a callback.
What was that?
Why did she cry?
Was it April?
Yeah.
Because apparently that was the last thing in the world that she wanted was me to write her a Valentine. I don't know.
Wait, so when you ran up and you like put on our door, were you all like sweaty and nervous?
I don't think I was sweaty. It was like 7:30 in the morning or something like that.
See, like I tried to picture this a little bit differently. I don't have you so much running up, but like commando crawling to the front door, being all sneaky,
jumping into the bushes,
this and that, and then like a somersault roll back to the car,
roll back to the car, jumping in the window
over the lawn,
jumping in the window, Dukes of Hazzard style.
I remembered one. This is creepy. So middle school, very involved in youth group, obviously. Okay. Yeah. We went to this thing called NYR in Colorado, Nationwide Youth Roundup. Yes.
Whoa.
That's correct.
Is that spelled CULT?
Ooh.
No, it's non-denominational. Okay. Relax.
It's not better.
So you would like,
Doesn't mean it's not a cult.
That's not better.
It wasn't a cult. I'm pretty sure. So I meet this guy from I think he was from Indiana, and I had a crush on him, and we were like hanging out, whatever. And I was like, how can I contact this guy? And I remembered what church he went to. I contacted the church when I got home. Emailed the pastor, who gave me his address, and I sent him a letter. That was not.
Did you get the pastor's address or the guy's address?
No, the pastor gave me this kid's. That alone is like,
oh my god,
right?
Hello.
What did you say? Like to get the address from the pastor?
Hello, employee of God. I'm trying to get that young nerd dick. Can you please help a sister out?
I'm trying to get that young. I need that young anointed dick.
That sprays holy water.
Is anybody else kind of uncomfortable? Like,
smoke some weed and shut up, Mo.
Chill out,
Katie.
Kick back, relax, Mo. Have a good time.
Something to do through the pastor. Like,
I respect it, Katie. I respect it.
Hey, this story has an end. What happened after you sent the letter?
Nothing.
I could see the kid be like, I'm going to start like a nationwide like praise group or something. And can you give me, was that kind of like the angle, or were you just like, yo, give me this guy?
No, I think I was like, what's up with this? What's up with this dick?
In middle school.
And the pastor intercepted the letter, read it, and then made the child atone for the rest of his church going
Probably gave
career.
me his own address, like, because a lot of them are pedophiles, so who knows?
I mean, is it a Catholic church or
Christian, non-denominational?
That's why
Christian.
I asked if it was the pastors or the guys.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
we don't diddle like the Catholics. I'm sure there's some diddling, but we're not known
that sounds
for
heartbreaking, Katie. I'm sorry that you never.
It was God.
That reply.
This conversation went places.
Still think about him sometimes.
We're sharing horrible, embarrassing middle school stories.
Kids
I hope
these
he's out
days
there
will never
listening.
know. We'll never know the struggle of dropping off a letter or mailing someone a letter and never getting a reply, you know?
Yeah, we couldn't follow them on Instagram back then. We couldn't slide in those DMs. There were no DMs, you know? We had to put in effort.
Delivered notification.
Effort.
Yeah. There was AIM, though. There's AOL, if you could find
that's
them.
where I did the majority of my work. I mean...
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going down.
That's where all the juice was.
Those are the days, you know, when you literally were sitting online waiting for someone else to come online.
You hear that door open?
Oh yeah,
notification.
Oh, yeah. And that's when you like strategically put up like a cute little away message or like a song lyrics that you're like clearly thinking about them. Like,
yep.
I'm not even here right now.
Like, I don't even think the internet was good enough to really be doing anything else online besides chatting.
Yeah.
No, not really.
I'm not here, but here's some yellow card for you to read in the meantime.
Yellow card.
There's a place off Ocean Avenue where Anthony does trivia on Thursdays.
Mo, did you get a response from your like love letter or your note or whatever?
Not in the way I would have wanted.
Oh no!
Got made fun of.
That's what I'm saying. It just ended badly, man. Like this shit was not good.
It never went well.
It never went well.
You always thought it would go a certain way in your head, and it never matches the reality of the situation. It's just like, I
always wanted, like, when I was in like middle school or high school, I was like, I wanted a guy to write me like a love letter, but never happened.
But you wanted the right guy. You didn't want the wrong guy.
You might say that you wanted it that way.
That's true.
No, oh God.
Oh, that was good.
Tell me why.
Good.
Well done.
I also remember in high school, I think this would have been junior year. I think it was her birthday. So it was some girl's birthday and I made her a burn CD and was looking for her, right? So I was like, hey, like trying to find her at some point to give her the CD. And I found her, and guess what? She was hanging out in like the library or something with the captain of my basketball team, who she was currently hooking up with at the time, and I was not aware of at the moment. And then I awkwardly handed her the burn CD and like nodded at the captain.
You still gave it to her?
Yeah, why did you still give it to her?
What am I supposed to do? I walked into the room.
Hey,
what am I
maybe
like,
she would have heard it.
Turned right around and walked out.
Like,
I don't want you anymore. This
you know
guy
you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Listen to this entire CD front to back, and then tell me what you think right now.
I'll wait. On it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what was on it?
Oh hell no, I don't remember any of the songs, man. This was like this was high school. We all had
like
laptops
2 decades ago.
So it was prime music sharing era. Like this was.
We didn't all have laptops
so
in high
you were just
school.
pulling files.
We did. I wasn't saying that everyone did, Katie. I know that I was privileged in this case.
That's how it sounded.
We can't all be writing letters to our pastors in other states, you know? We all have our own ways of communicating.
Okay, I was deliberating telling this story. I was deliberating telling this story, and I'm going to go ahead and do it.
Do it.
So in 8th grade, I had this huge, huge crush on this girl. And instead of just a card, I figured I'll write song lyrics of one of my favorite songs on there.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't quite understand the lyrics so much as I just thought it was a really good beat because it was Bobby Brown. I'm like, okay, good, it's cool. It was the song. It was the song good enough. I was like, oh, this is sweet. He's talking about walking on the beach and this, that, and the third. And I wrote him out and I gave him to her. And then I left and did my school thing. I got home and my mom wants to talk to me. Apparently, her parents got a hold of that card and lyrics and took it to the principal.
Did you just write the whole song?
Oh, yeah, the whole song. I told you. I was 8th grade. I didn't understand the lyrics. So I was like,
you didn't choose.
Are you copying like from the lyrics in the CD jacket?
No, because this was long, from the CD jacket, because this was long before lyrics were available. So I had to put in some work. So I was transposing lyrics.
The shortest little
stenographer.
Damon's like hitting play, pause, writing it down.
Did your
like,
mom?
All right, what's the
I'm
next
not a
line?
stenographer. I wrote this off of the
Did your mom have to explain why this was not appropriate?
Yeah. I was like, oh no, it's really sweet.
Like what these lyrics actually mean?
Yeah. Maybe do a live reading right now.
Yeah,
or...
I got you.
No, that'll never happen.
You ready, Eden?
Nope.
Yeah, let's go, Maze.
Oh, yeah. Do it.
Yeah.
Please.
This is like the old times. I know a lot of you all out there can relate to the old times, so this one's for you.
You singing it, you kind of saying it in that voice is also, you need Zach's glasses.
So good.
If I take you back in the room,
episode.
spent you around, my baby. Take off your clothes.
I thought we were dancing.
And all of mine, too.
No, that thing doesn't say. When it says take off your clothes, you didn't understand that at 8th grade?
We're not even to the bad part.
But that's just a preliminary of like,
I was at that point, I was just like, whatever, and just keep going.
Laid you down.
Made it this far.
Emily had to turn her camera up way down. We could be discreet. Nobody have to know. We don't need no sheets.
Dancing in private.
We can just close the door, my baby.
Dancing in private.
I can take you places you ain't been before.
That face right there is the one my mom had.
As we get there, baby, you'll be coming back for more. Because if I ain't good enough, baby, I'll work harder. I'll keep pumping every minute, girl.
We danced hard. We danced hard.
Stop it. There's no defending this.
Yeah,
There's no defending
I came back at the wrong time.
There's no defending
we danced hard at too. Sorry, we sweated.
And baby, I'll do you up.
Much
do you
like
up,
I'm
baby.
doing now.
And I will not stop till I know you're hot. And there's more. If I touch your body tonight, will you touch mine? Will you touch me, baby?
Right here. I had an idea, but I was like, okay.
Dammond, kiss both your lips and rub in those thighs. Taste your wine.
I ain't know that was.
Let me taste you, baby.
I ain't know that was.
I can do it softer. I can do it hard. I can make you scream. If you let down your guard, my baby, it's not too far from here to ecstasy. I know you want good loving, so lay your body next to me.
Yeah, I'm with Mo. You can't talk your way out of this one.
Inspiration from Genuine.
I want you to listen to the song with the beat. With the beat.
Homie, you wrote down the lyrics and didn't look at it and just say,
this seems off.
Maybe I should just put I really like you instead. Like what? Like,
hey, I didn't know what I knew what wine was. It was like, oh well, wine.
Lay you down. Like, what did you take off your clothes? Should have been
that should have been the red flag. That should have been the red flag. But again,
this was red flags aplenty.
Yeah, I'm impressed that I'm impressed that it was just a talking to.
Yeah,
I'm amazed I didn't get a sex offender charge at the time with that letter. But
yeah, that's some blue dot shit.
Yeah, that was that.
Thank God for statute of limitations. Am I right, Dammond?
Woo! 92 is over. 32 years ago.
All right. Well, that was an exhilarating first crushes.
That was bracing
section. Yeah.
Thank you for reading the lyrics. I appreciate it. I needed to revisit that.
All right. So
there you go.
Mark wants us to rank instruments. And this is going to be interesting because I don't it's kind of all over the place. 1800s violin, 1930s trumpet, 1980s saxophone, 2010s computer.
What is the Stradivarius?
I don't even know where to begin. Violin?
I'm sorry. I don't know what just was said.
There you go.
Let's go to the next question.
Next question. Nice try, Mark.
I tried, Mark. I tried.
2010 saxophone?
All right. Rank these
irredeemable.
I
just think of Homer Simpson going saxophone.
Saxophone. Saxophone. Saxophone.
Oh.
Rank these irredeemable TV characters: Larry David, Jerry Seinfeld, George Costanza, and Selena Meyer from Veep.
Ooh. George is the worst. George is the worst.
Like your
IMO.
Your favorite or just the worst? Like, what's the ranking?
Let's go with most irredeemable.
Most irredeemable?
George is the worst. Yeah, George is the worst.
Both lists for me. The most irredeemable and my absolute favorite.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, I have this weird thing because it's I love Larry David, but I can't stand George.
And George is Larry.
How do you hate George?
I can't stand him. I just hate him so much. I find him extremely irredeemable. But I love Larry, and that is like him. So it's like I don't.
But Larry also gets the Kramer side, right? Because he kind of like his stories were either split between George or Kramer.
Yeah, George. I just there were episodes of Seinfeld where I was just like it drove me insane how much I found myself
just
hating George.
But
also it's what made the show good. So I just
Jerry's not really irredeemable. So Jerry would be last. He's not irredeemable. It's just he's kind of
he just kind of sucks. Yeah.
Just kind of sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would actually say Larry is last because at least in the character that they put on the show of Curb, you can kind of see some of the stuff where it makes sense. Like not
that's
everything.
What I mean. Yeah. That's why I love Larry. Like I usually agree with him in Curb. Like, yeah.
Now, I will also say I never watched Veep, so I can't.
Yeah. I mean,
I've only seen one episode of Veep.
She's like
ridiculous, but
I don't know if it's so much irredeemable. Like I think politics are irredeemable, and that's what that show is like really emphasizing and satirizing. But she in her own right is not that awful. But yeah, it's basically between George and Larry. It's like obviously George.
Yeah. George is still my favorite. Like just everything George does on the show is, I mean, the marine biologist episode is still an all-time episode for me.
Well, it's true that often it's the ones where he's the most irredeemable do make the best episodes, though. So,
Larry did go to a battered woman's clinic, though, and yelled at him for cutting in front of him in a grocery store. So, like,
you shouldn't cut lines, though.
Question: did Larry get more redeemable as the show went on? Did he start less redeemable?
But I also think that we got older and we started to understand more as the show went on.
Yeah, we found ourselves in Larry David scenarios, and suddenly it all makes sense.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But I also watched Curb before I watched Seinfeld ever. So I don't know if that also had something to do with like
some of George's situations. He was put in bad situations by Jerry. Like the marine biologist episode. Again, he's the one that told the girl that he was a marine biologist. Now, granted, he said, always lie and say I'm an architect, but not the marine biologist. But like, that's Jerry's fault in that he just went with the bit. And, you know, I'm going to defend George forever.
I'm with it. Okay. Damon, what's your flashback movie of the week?
Okay. This goes to our Grey's Anatomy's fans.
All 7 of them.
All 7 of them. Which is not at all true, but that's fine. Before he was a doctor, Patrick Dempsey had quite a few jobs. He was a detective. He was a mobster. But of my 2 favorite jobs was when he was a pizza boy.
Great
and
movie.
Lover Boy.
Great movie.
And he mowed lawns in Can't Buy Me Love. Those are my 2 throwbacks from 87 and 88, respectively. Loverboy is, it's wonderful. He's a college student who gets kicked out for academic suspension, and his father says that he's going to cut him off money-wise. So he has to get a job. He gets a job at a pizza place, and the first pizza delivery, he runs into this exotic foreign woman who essentially turns him into a prostitute. And each time he delivers a pizza that's called with extra anchovies, he gets paid $200 for sleeping with that respective woman. And hilarity ensues.
Never even heard of this movie.
All the while so he can get back to school and be back with his girlfriend.
It might be cinephobe eligible.
It looks like it's close. It's like 50.
I remember watching that a lot as a kid.
Loverboy is a hilarious movie. And I'll just say that in one series, his mom actually orders a pizza.
Which then is the awkwardness.
Yeah, it's 50, 56.
Oh, it's too high. And then Can't Buy Me Love. And now I'm going to tell you now, that's not going to be cinephobe eligible.
Haven't seen that either.
You ever seen Can't Buy Me Love?
0 for 2 on these, Damon.
Wow. I usually don't get one past you. Can't Buy Me Love was redone by Nick Cannon. It was called Love Don't Cost a Thing.
I am aware of the remake. And that qualifies for cinephobe.
Yeah, because that was awful too. Steve Harvey was the dad, right?
So is his whole thing? Is his whole thing just pimping? He's either a pimp or he's the whore. In the pizza movie.
He was a whore in the pizza movie. He was a whore in the pizza movie. In Can't Buy Me Love, though, he helps out Cindy Mancini. Rest in peace, Adam. Rest in peace, Amanda Peterson. By the way, he was in love with Cindy Mancini, and he used to mow her lawn. And he had amassed $1,000 to buy a telescope. He then goes to the mall to buy the telescope, but Amanda Peterson, during a party, gets ripples spilled on her suit. She's in there asking dude to help her, He won't. And Patrick Dempsey goes and helps her out and gives her $1,000. But in exchange, she has to be his girlfriend for a month.
Is that a good deal?
For Cindy Mancini, yeah.
$1,000 for a month in 1987.
And he believes that it'd make him popular, and hilarity ensues. Also in Can't Buy Me Love, in another one of his early movies, the street tough from White Man's Burden, Seth Green.
Jesus Christ. That was
Seth Green.
But can we the one movie you referenced but you didn't talk about is the mobster movie.
Oh, Mobsters, where he was Meyer Lansky.
Where he's Meyer Lansky. Christian Slater is Charlie Luciano.
Richard Grieco.
Richard Grieco is Benny Siegel. Who was the other guy?
Costas Mandylor.
Mandylor, yes. Costas Mandylor.
And that is probably one of the worst mobster movies that I have watched. Anytime it ends up on TV, I'm like, give it a few minutes.
That is cinephobe eligible, Mo. So
that is something to keep an eye on right there.
Is this Brat Pack adjacent? Is this like them trying to make a new Brat Pack?
Yes, it absolutely was.
Sean Penn is in it. Not Sean Penn, his brother. What's his brother's name? Chris Penn. Chris Penn's in it.
And Chris Penn's actually a good actor.
And then you have, there's just so many like dumb stuff. And all these kids probably, there's all young kids.
Yeah.
They're all thinking like, this is our big break.
This is our breakout.
It is an awful movie.
I actually think like this was their school ties. They're like, we're all going to be shot into the stratosphere on this one.
They're all holding shitty 1920s machine guns.
Yeah, they're all toy machine guns. Yeah.
All right, Katie, I'm opening up the floor to you and Mo here to dish some fashion and some drama because I want you engaged before we get out of here for the week.
I didn't watch this week.
You didn't watch Beverly Hills this week?
We're gonna put you 3 times in one episode.
Come on, Mo. There was Barcelona.
There was because like
the haunted house.
The haunted house stuff. I watched some of it, the beginning of it, and I cannot stand Anne Marie.
Hate her. Her.
If they put her on the show next season, I'm out.
They won't.
I'm
guaranteed they won't.
Completely done.
She's been mostly cut out of this season due to, I believe, rape allegations against her husband, Marcellus Wiley.
Okay, did not know that. Okay, good to know.
From I think they're from the 90s, like old rape allegations, but that is not doing her any favors, and also her personality. I don't know which was worse.
No. Rape allegations is not, like for sure. That's the whole thing. Her personality is awful,
horrendous,
awful. In this
horrendous.
Show.
What's bad about it?
Her whole storyline is that another housewife has a small esophagus. Okay, hang on. And Anne Marie is a nurse,
a nurse anesthesiologist.
So she's not an anesthesiologist, she's a nurse, but she's like, I deal with esophaguses all day, and she's saying, basically insinuating that this other housewife has an eating disorder.
She knows throat. Yeah, there's the joke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you question her, she makes it act like you are questioning all of medicine. And that she has been a medical school.
And you're belittling her.
8 years. You're belittling her and the entire industry. And
so
I'm
she
just
feels attacked every time.
I'm just like, you're the one that made this thing about esophagus.
Well, she's wrong. Her information is wrong, first of all. And there are 2 actual anesthesiologists that are housewives in other franchises who have come out and spoken on this. Also, like the National American Anesthesiology Association or something spoke out against her. Like,
because she's spreading medical misinformation.
Yeah. And she's accusing people of things. And she's like, oh, no, that's not a diagnosis. Like, that's because of something else. Like, you must have an eating disorder. You must be bulimic. And she's saying this to another housewife who is bulimic, Crystal. It's a whole thing.
Mo's reaction.
No, it's different. Different.
Mo,
reacting to something else.
Or you're acting something
What
else.
happened, Mo?
Oh!
The best acting teacher ever.
What's going on, guys?
Read the
private
Carl Weathers.
private chat.
Oh.
No!
What?
What?
That was the reaction.
No.
Oh my god!
I was just going to take his acting class by the airport.
Zach
Zach
just sent that to the Cinephobe chat. Holy shit, man!
Oh man!
Well, shit.
Emergency pod. We might have to do an emergency Cinephobe.
I'm wow.
I'm
That's
stunned
insane.
right now. Apollo really died.
Damn.
Wait, are we going to tell people?
Carl Weathers has passed away, folks. R.I.P. Carl Weathers, the greatest actor in
How
Cinephobe
old was
history.
he?
76 years old.
Damn.
I think he has a I think he has like
Carl.
a fairly prominent role in a Super Bowl commercial coming out next week. So
He's been in ads quite a bit lately, and man,
that hit hard. Like that hit hard.
That is stunning and surprising.
That was my reaction.
I thought Mo was reacting to like an esophagus situation. Nope, this is serious.
No,
guys.
Carl Weathers Trump's throat. Apparently,
can I not really elegantly switch back to Beverly Hills?
Yes, Mo. Let's ruin Carl Weathers' unfortunate passing with more
back to the 90210.
No, but the whole like for these women who are trying to be on the show and trying to make it on the show, they have to find an issue or something to make it interesting and make a storyline. And my thing is, she looks at it and goes, "Small esophagus." That's what I'm going with. And it's just like, I'm sorry.
It's not a story.
It's just dumb.
It could be.
Yeah.
Well, just making her look like a total asshole also. And because they've cut out, she's a full-time housewife, but because of whatever is going on with her, they've cut her. Like, we don't get scenes with her at home. We don't see her with her other girlfriends. We only see her in the group, which is good because we don't want to see her.
Yeah.
But all we see is her talking about this fucking esophagus all the time. And they'll show the time lapse 2.5 hours at a party. She's just, you know.
Yeah, they're cutting this shit down.
No, the people she's talking to are like,
they're
literally,
like, I
one of them
want to
just goes
die.
like, I'm getting a drink. I'm out.
Yeah, she's like, can I get you anything? She's like, a bottle of tequila. Jesus fucking Christ, get me out of here.
So last thing that I have to bring up is I went and got a new phone yesterday, and those sons of bitches at Apple have done it again, because now your phone does not come with the USB thing you need to charge it. They're going to sell it to you for $20.
Oh yeah.
So no charger at all?
They changed the cord, right? So now it's a new cord.
The C?
The C to C
cord?
It's a USB-C to USB-C.
Yeah.
And they do not give you the power adapter with it. You have to buy it separately.
Buy that.
Genius. They've done it again. That's a free $20. That used to be free. You used to get headphones with it.
You used to get, the headphones, the cord, the block, everything you could need.
Just get the phone.
And a cord. And a sticker.
But no
they still
block
give you the
to go with it.
stickers.
They're going to charge you soon to take the sticker off.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to charge you. It's going to be a charge with.
Well, we'll give you one end of the cord, but you need to buy the other end of the cord for $25, actually.
I got a show question for everybody, like a TV show.
Yeah.
Has anybody been watching The Brother's Son
I
on
finished
Netflix?
it.
I'm 2 episodes in, or 2 episodes left.
I love that show.
It is fun show.
It's fun. The acting is not great.
No.
Is it as bad as a Tubi movie?
I've never watched a Tubi movie before.
I mean, Michelle Yeoh's in it, so I'm going to go ahead and say that it is.
Yeah, well, Michelle Yeoh is good, but everybody else's acting is pretty.
No, it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough.
Yeah,
with the
it's
acting,
kind of rough.
but it's actually a fun watch. And
yeah,
don't take it too seriously. Enjoy everything that kind of goes with it. If you like the martial arts and that type of stuff, you get some fun little action.
What's it called
there?
Again?
The Brother's Son. I told Eden to watch it because there's a lot of murdering in it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not
Eden's alley.
Yeah, it's not exactly like mystery murdering, so it's kind of like a toe in for her, Mo, but I thought that she might like it. Also, it's they're Taiwanese, right? So it's her people. But the second episode, there's a part where his like Mandarin's real shit, right? And he's trying to understand his mom and his brother like speaking, and then they show the subtitles, but they only show the words that he understands. And and that is me with Korean a lot of times where people will be talking. I'm like, oh, did you mean this? And they're like, that's like not at all what we were talking about. And I had to rewind that because that's happened to me on multiple occasions.
Hit home for you.
It really hit home for me.
I've been catching up on all the Power spinoffs.
Oh my god! Aren't there like 4?
I'm behind on
why?
I'm behind on Power and one in Chicago.
Yeah, so I'm caught up on Ghost. I'm currently doing Force, and then I'll move on to Raising Kanan.
And then I'm going to
restart Power from the beginning because I miss Ghost.
Well,
I ended up hating Power and just
stop it, Mo.
I love Power.
Awful show.
Stop. You know, first here's the thing.
Mo, I'm with you on this one. I'm with you on this one. You have an ally here.
Power, you have to understand it stopped being a good show halfway through season 3.
That doesn't sound appealing.
And watch it for the wonderful soap opera that it is. It's a great ride. It's a great ride.
All right.
Yeah.
The number of people that get fucked up against open windows has got to be unprecedented.
Yes, and
you would think at some point the window would open or fall, and then fall. Like
someone's gonna catch a glimpse.
You would think.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, there you go. Curb on Sunday.
True
Detective is halfway through. We're probably going to talk True Detective when it's over. But for Eden Liu, who had to run off to a Halo tournament that she was officiating, Mo Dackil, Katie Chernobyl, Emily Damon Johnson, I'm Anthony Mays. We'll catch you next time on the Mailbag.